One of the experiences that made me emotional and made me really connected with the history and with the past is our visit to Adukwala.
Hearing about the struggle firsthand from frontline fighters was, it was life-changing. So the war started at the mountains that you're seeing here in Taydibak. So it's Eritrean land. They also tried to make an entry at a place called Maidma, but they returned here, and the war started at the mountain that you see in front of us.
This is the command post. This is the trenches over there, on the threat. There is a big, some stones beach.
There was a very difficult war here that took place for 3 days. Very, very gruesome. It did not end. Day, night, it took place. There was no breaks for 3 days straight. There were no breaks at all. No eating, no break, no drinking, nothing. So finally, there's a village here called Adid Al, and the Ethiopian troops were able to infiltrate that village. So both areas are very, as you can see, they're very steep and mountainous, so it's difficult to get to this area. So the two mistakes that they made were coming to this area and to another area called San'afe. So they were also here to the right. And the Ethiopian troops also got very close as close to as where we're standing. You can't think that someone that has artillery or guns would be able to pass through through this area.
Standing on those hills and looking down and thinking about the lives lost, the sacrifices people have made living or striving, for their government agenda, is something that has really touched me and also get me into thinking again about the importance of peace and how we can actually bridge peace into countries that are brothers.
How have Eritreans in this region, have they been able to cope with the trauma of the battles?
No, we can talk to them. These people are here, and we can talk to them.
Elder's name is Aboy Girmay Tolde. He was here at the time of the 1998-2000 war. He said, I buried my children. So he's talking about the Eritreans that martyred. He was one of the people that buried them after they lost their lives. So nobody told them to leave. It was when the battle started. They took their stuff to one area and then they came back to help the troops. So when the battle started, they'd have injured soldiers, they'd have soldiers that were martyred. This was one of the people, along with the rest of the community at that time, that helped to either help save the injured soldiers or bury the martyred soldiers.
Being an Ethiopian and being in Eritrea has been a great experience that I will always think about and remember. The most important thing is we are two countries now, but brothers and sisters who have lost 20 years and many years of conflict, through conflict. I believe we, the younger generations, are the ones who can actually bridge the gap for the lost 20 years. And I hope things are going to be a great ones because of the peace agreement that we have now. And the only solution actually to bridge that gap and to bridge the gap between the people of Eritrea and Ethiopia is peace. And now we have the peace, and that is the greatest achievement that these two countries have achieved.
How much land are we disputing here? Approximately 800 meters. And look how long we fought for this small piece of land. It's a loss.